Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Let's continue with the bank reconciliations. And we are in illustration 9, chapter 5, page 164, bank reconciliation statement, class 11 book. Okay. So we'll try to complete the bank reconciliations over this week, and then we have to take out the trial balance next week. And also, we have to cover up certain chapters in CMA Foundation and CA Foundation as well. So, again, you can note my email ID babupriya@rediffmail.com. Any doubts or clarifications, you can send an email to me or post your comments onto this video so that I'll get back to you immediately. And so let's get into these first. We discussed about amended cash book and bank reconciliation statement after that. So this particular illustration talks about the cash book amendment as well as the subsequent reconciliation statement. The following is a summary of a cash book for December 2004. Cash book bank column 6,849 debit, which means that cash book bank column is having a credit balance, which means it's an unfavorable balance in the cash book. Payments 11,358 and receipts 13,221. Balance carried down is 4,986. So let's prepare the adjusted cash book. Right, first the balance carried down. Let's take this as the basis. Let's put amended cash book bank column. Right, it's as good as a ledger, right? What we prepared in our earlier classes. I'm just preparing a ledger format. So I have prepared the format here, and let's continue with this, right? Balance brought down, which is a credit balance 4,986. Right? Then we have bank charges of rupees 1,224 entered in the bank statement have not been entered in the cash book. So we have to add bank charges here because we are preparing an adjusted cash book, cash balance. Bank charges and payment side entry, right? So payment side entry, and then we have 1,224. Then what else we have? Checks drawn amounting to rupees 2,403 have not been presented to the bank for payment. This is a bank reconciliation statement entry, right? This will not have an impact on the cash book. It is a bank reconciliation statement entry. Next one is checks received totaling to rupees 6,858 have been entered in the cash book and deposited in the bank, but have not been credited to the bank. So this is also a bank reconciliation statement entry. No changes to be made in the cash book because the impact is already there in the cash book. A check for rupees 198 has been entered as a receipt in the cash book instead of as a payment. So this will have a double impact. The check is for 198 payments, which is like let's say minus 198, but it has been entered as 198 receipt. So the impact is, first we have to nullify this 198 receipt entry and also create a payment entry for 198. So the net impact is we have to credit the cash book bank column with 396 rupees because it is there in this credit side as on the debit side as a receipt, which has to be made zero by processing a credit entry and also create a new entry for this payments, right? So the impact will be error in posting 198 minus 198. Oops. Minus 198 minus 198. 390 minus 300. It should be 396. So then a check for rupees 225 has been debited by the bank in error. So it has got nothing to do with the cash book processing. It should be in bank reconciliation statement entry. A check received for rupees 720 has been returned by the bank and marked no funds available. No adjustment had been made in the cash book. So we have to make an adjustment now. It is an check returned. We have received a check, we have deposited it into the bank, and the bank has returned the check as if there is no collection, there is no funds available in the person who has issued the check to us. So we have to credited. Credit the cash book bank column. 720. When we get a receipt, obviously we will debit it, right? And that gets deposited, the check get bounced, returned by the bank. Obviously, it should be credited. Okay. Then all dividends receivable are credited directly to the bank account. During December, an amount of rupees 558 was credited by the bank and no entry is made in the cash book. So, dividends received 558 because we have to make the adjustment in the cash book, right? 558. A check drawn for rupees 54 has been incorrectly entered in the cash book as rupees 594. So, we have issued a check for rupees 54. Check amount entered incorrectly. That is equal to 594. The payment entry should be only for 54, but we have made a payment entry for 594. So it should be nullified by processing an receipt entry, 540 rupees. Then the balance brought forward should have been 639. What is the balance brought forward? It is 6,849, whereas it says that it should be 639. Actually, students, I referred NCRT books one more time and also discussed with the coaching team. What they said is like it is an error in the book. It should be 6,399. It has been printed incorrectly as 639. So I'll take it as 6,399. Okay, the balance is 6,849 and it should have been 6,399. So there is an incorrect transfer of beginning balance. It should be incorrect transfer of beginning balance, which is equal to 6,849 minus 6,309. Excess amount has been shown as an overdraft. So we have to nullify that by bringing in receipt entry. Okay, because when we transfer the balance from one page to another page or 1 month to another month, this error could have happened. It is just a typing or a transfer of posting error, right? So overdraft has been shown 6,849 instead of 6,399. It should be nullified by processing an receipt entry for 450 rupees, right? Now we'll arrive at the adjusted closing balance of cash book bank column is equal to 7,326 minus 1,548. That is 5,778. This will be the adjusted closing balance of cash. Now let's prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Let's prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Let me copy the format from here. Right? Just apply the format. Balance as per passbook overdraft, which is an unfavorable balance, that is 10,458. What are all the adjustments to be made here? The bank's overdraft 10,000. We saw 3 lines to be adjusted right here. Checks drawn amounting to rupees 2,403 have not been presented to the bank. Checks received totaling 6,858 has been entered in the cash book but not deposited, and bank has posted a check in error. Right? Checks drawn amounting to rupees 2,403 have not been presented to the bank for payment. Right? We have to add. Check issued, not presented for payment. Why we have to add it is cash book overdraft has increased because the check is already issued and cash book overdraft is increased, whereas passbook it does not have an impact because check is not presented for payment. So you have to add to bring it to the cash book balance, right? We're starting from passbook balance, so I have to arrive at the cash book balance. Passbook is showing an lesser balance, cash book is showing higher balance, so add it to bring it to the cash book balance. So 2,403. Then less check received totaling checks received not deposited. Why you have to adjust it again here is the overdraft balance has been adjusted in cash book. Overdraft balance has come down in cash book, whereas passbook overdraft is still showing a higher number because the check is still not credited in the bank. So reduce it, right? 6,858. Then we also have the less bank has additionally debited us with 225 rupees, right? Bank error, rectification, incorrect posting by bank. We don't have to do anything in bank has to reduce it, bank has to reverse it, right? Once that reversal happens, the overdraft balance will come down as per bank passbook as well, right? So 225. Let's total it now. Balance as per cash book bank column. Balance as per cash book bank column is equal to overdraft balance and minus 5,778. You can see here it is matching with the adjusted closing balance what we have arrived at. So balance as per cash book balance bank column is 5,778. Students, hope you have understood this amended cash book preparation as well as preparing a bank reconciliation statement from the amended balance. Just in case you have any queries or doubts, please send an email to me at babupriya@rediffmail.com, and also ask your friends and then colleagues or other students to subscribe to the channel so that they can get benefit out of this. Any doubts or clarification, please put in your comments to the video, and thank you and have a great day.